Hey guys, welcome to the first lesson of 3rd grade. So today we are going to be starting off with finding the missing number of subtraction and addition equations based off what the information is given above. So for example, number 2. So the information that's given is 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. And this equation, this information is connected to this next one. So the next one is 13 minus blank is 7. Is equal to 7. So now we're going to find this missing number. How so? By looking at the information given above because they are connected. So the best way and easiest way to solve these problems is to cross up the numbers as you see them. So what I mean is you see that there's a 13, so we can just ignore 13. You see that there's a 7, you ignore the 7. Now what's left is 6. So when you replace 6 right over here, you'll see that 13 minus 6 is really equal to 7, which makes the equation true. And so now you can see that these equations are really connected. And yeah, so one more example. So number 10. So the information given above, 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. Once again, these two informations are connected. However, this time we have two missing numbers, so it's blank plus blank is equal to 17. Now, there are multiple ways to create 17. However, we're going to go based off of this information. So, like I said, the way we did it before, we see 17, we cross off 17, and what's left is just 9 and 8. So when you put 9 plus 8, it really is equal to 17. Once again, which makes these equations connected and true. Next, we're going to determine if these numbers are odd or even. So really quick recap. When a number ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, then the number is odd. When the number ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it's even. Now, the most important thing to remember with these numbers is that it has to end in these numbers. It's not begin with nor in the middle, it has to end. So let's look at some, for example. So, for example, number 3. We see that 12 ends in a 2. And like I said above, when it ends in 2, it's even. So this number is even. Now let's go to number 8, for example. So we see that 45 ends in 5. And like I said once again, when a number ends in 5, it is odd. Therefore, this number is an odd number. Next, we are going to be writing the value of the bolded digit. So we know that these bolded areas are in the hundreds, tens, or ones. However, to be more specific with the value, we see that there are numbers which basically change the value as a whole. So what I mean by that is number 1, if we take a look at it, this bolded place is in the tens. However, we see that in the tens there's a 4. Therefore, what is the value of this bolded digit? 40. Let's try one more. So for number 10, we see that this bolded digit is placed in the hundreds. So we're only talking about place. We're not talking about the value. But now we see that there is a 9 in this hundreds. So what becomes of this value? What is the value of this bolded digit? It becomes 900. Lastly, we are going to be doing a word problem. So let's do number 3 together. The Fairview Baseball Association has 18 boys to play baseball for the summer. If there are 6 players on each team, how many teams will be formed? So let's underline and highlight the important information that will be used. So 18 boys is definitely important. 6 players on each team is definitely important. And how many teams will be formed is the question. So to make it easier on ourselves, let's create a little visualization. Let's create these 18 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now we're going to divide these players into 6 players. So we're going to split them off, and that's how we find out how many teams are formed. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's one team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the second team. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, third team. And now there's no more players left, and now we have all the teams created. So how many times did I box? 3 times, which means 3 teams are formed. I hope this all made sense, and thank you for listening.